of Jim Nance, CBS, Sunday's coverage of the Steelers-Dolphins playoff weekend, the wild card, and it's in the books, obviously. It's off to Kansas City.
Yeah, and when that touchdown happened, they went absolutely nuts at a place called Callahan's in Kansas City, which is where the Kansas City Steelers fan club gathers for the games.
And joining us on our Disk Institute of Pittsburgh Newsline is Gary Lofert. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
And you have roots back here in town. You still have relatives here in Pittsburgh?
Yes, I do. Yeah, my dad's still there, and I've got a brother and some in-laws and a brother-in-law. Still have a lot of people live in Pittsburgh.
What part of town, Gary?
Hampton Township, Richland, North Hills.
All right, we'll give them some love out there in the North Hills.
So what's it like being a Steelers fan, especially this week, in Kansas City?
It's looking for that stairway to 7, guys. It's so much fun.
Are you flaunting it?
Yeah, definitely. It's there's certainly comments everywhere I go. I got my Steelers leather jacket on and my hat, and yeah, it's all good fun though. All good fun.
Yeah, I have been to Kansas City a number of times, and I know the people out there love their football too. You know, similar size cities, and football kind of rules this time of the year in the Kansas City area. So they're very passionate because their team hasn't been this good for a long time.
That's correct. Yeah, they've certainly struggled. Whenever we first moved here, they had another Pittsburgh gentleman by the name of Joe Montana that did a pretty good job for them, but they've certainly struggled for a lot of years, yes.
Now, Gary, you have lived there for, what, since the early 90s you moved out?
Yeah, I moved here in 93. Had moved away from Pittsburgh a few years before that, lived in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, and have moved out here since 93, yes.
So at what point and how did a Steelers fan club form in Kansas City? Because you guys have quite a few members now.
Yes, we do. It's quite interesting. I was a sales manager for a company and moved here in July of 93, put up my banner in my office, and a delivery driver, brought some materials in, and he always wore his Steelers stuff, and they said, you need to go up and talk to our new sales manager. And he came up in my office and introduced himself, and said there's a new club forming in Kansas City for the Steelers. So about halfway through the 93 season, got to go and see the games. I mean, that was back before everything was televised, no true NFL packages and things like that. But so it's been, this is my 24th year. Next year will be our 25th year as a club.
So
pretty cool.
Take us through what's going to happen Sunday at Callahan's.
Well, I'll start Saturday. We have a big rally. Everybody that's coming into town is invited. We've got Steelers Nation United coming, and Casey Hampton's going to be in the house.
Wow.
And
big snack.
We're going to have a great, big snack.
Now, will you guys be at Callahan's, or are some of you going to the game?
Some of the folks are going to go to the game. Our committee, we do have a committee of great people that come and help and work and set up and tear down and make sure that we don't let any rowdy opposition fans in while we've got the bar. But it's certainly going to be a great time, guys.
Well, enjoy your weekend, and thanks for representing the Steelers in Kansas City country, Chiefs country. Gary, have fun.
Here we go, Steelers.
Here we go. Gary Lofert, a member of the Kansas City Steelers fan club on our Disk Institute of Pittsburgh Newsline.
Recently on the Mike Fentech Show.